28. This 30-second timeout brought to you by Handy Fix, ang first aid ng bahay mo, Bonzo and Sealzo. Tama-tama yan, lalong-lalo na nakakalito yung ating panahon lately, ha?
Yeah, kanina, it's funny. I came from the house, leaving there the first quarter of the first game. It was raining very hard in the Quezon City area, no, going to Caloocan. When I came to Araneta, walang ulan dito.
It's weather is topsy-turvy nowadays.
I was really hoping it was raining all over the place kasi siyempre we needed for a respite from the heat as well as madagdagan ng tubig pati yung mga sa plants natin.
The heat has been incredible, huh?
Incredible. Umabot nga ng 37.
It's incredible. Kaya dapat huwag nyo kakalimutan lagi mag-rehydrate, ha?
Puro tubig.
Tubig lang. Best, dapat uminom ng uminom. Pero wag alak. Kasi mag-alcohol ban na eh.
Dapat.
Wag alak. Bawal yun. Alright, 8.7 seconds remaining. Here's Jeff Chan. Jeff Chan is fouled.
That was the last foul that Derby Ace could afford to give. And they put in the players that, you can sacrifice to give up fouls. So they know their role and they did it properly. The import is not there, Cliff Brown, so he's not going to pick up another foul.
So Rainer Shine with 6.6 seconds to work with. 4 seconds to go in the first half. Norwood. Jeff Chan for three. Good look. Yes, sir.
That was done all by the brains of Norwood, setting him up for that three-point shot.
Jeff Chan ends the first half on a positive note para sa Elasto Painters. But B-Meg Derby Ace, they're on top by 8. 39-31 behind the 10 points of Cliff Brown. Pareho naghahanap ng ika-apat na panalo ang Llamados at ang Elasto Painters. And in a moment, Leah will be talking with Cliff Brown. Leah, go ahead.
All right, I'm with Cliff Brown here on the court. Cliff, in this ballgame so far, you've given us 10 points, 11 rebounds. How's your second outing here in the PBA?
Well, I'm trying to play more to my strengths. The first game I didn't, and I'm getting a little impatient, but now I'm trying to get back to that, and it's getting a little better.
And if you mind me asking, what exactly are your strengths?
Well, it's just playing around the basket, being a little physical, bringing energy on defense. And that's what I do in the first game, and a little bit of this game, I'm sticking to things that I'm not supposed to be doing.
All right, okay, good to know. Now in the second half, what are you guys going to be doing as a team?
Well, obviously, we're going to pick up the pressure a little bit, and then and hopefully we can get out and run.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck in the second half. Now we're going to take a break with the PBA. We'll be right back on Sideline TV.
And back inside the Araneta Coliseum, lamang po ang B-Meg Derby Ace Llamados 39-31 over the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters. As you can see, a very low-scoring game, very defensive-oriented game. On hand dito sa Solar TV. Nico Halili with a good Dr. J. Andy Howe, and it's going to be interesting to look at the numbers. Make it clear to our televiewers why we have such a low-scoring game.
Well, on the part of Rain or Shine, just very low field goal percentage as well as free throw percentage. On On Derby Ace, they're only shooting 41%. Rain or Shine only 33%. And 25% lamang ang Rain or Shine from the free throw line, so they can't complain about the fact they're going to the free throw line. Yung Derby Ace naman 60%. Rebounds, big margin in favor of the B-Meg Derby Ace Llamados, 36-23. And you see later on that there's only one player between the two teams that is in double figures, and that's Cliff Brown, no?
With 10 points, followed by James Yap and Chris Timberlake with a surprising performance at 7 points off the bench. Jai Lewis, the import of Rainer Shine, with 7. Gabe Norwood and Jervy Cruz, who both started this game with 6 apiece.
And Solomon Mercado, who played 21 minutes, has not yet scored in this ballgame. So obviously something that Rain or Shine can look forward to. He might have a big game here in the second half.
Now these are two teams that are coming off losses to the same team, the San Miguel B-Meg. Damay-damay itong dalawang kuponan na ito. And they are addressing the same problems that they had against the Beermen.
Yeah, yung ginagawa ng San Miguel, pinanonood na lang sila muna. Pahinga muna kami, we're 7-1. We wait for our next game. But this is a very important game for these two squads. And I think we'll see a better game offensively here in the second half of play.
Well, the Rainer Shine Elasto Painters are worried about their offense, but they're also worried about the defense of the Llamados. The B-Meg Derby Ace really a tough defensive team. They will make life miserable even for San Miguel. San Miguel really worked hard to get back in that game last Sunday to win that game, but B-Meg Derby Ace, we cannot discount the fact that they play A1 tough defense all the time.
Yeah, alam mo, if Derby Ace had an import that they could go to somewhere there in the last few minutes of the third quarter and early in the fourth quarter, mapapalaban doon ng San Miguel, no? Because obviously, you want to go to help, you need a go-to guy, and they were looking for the import to help them out, but obviously could not do so. Maybe this would be a better game for him, a better gauge of what he can do, because this is his second game. He's not shooting well from the field, but the effort certainly is there, no?
Roger Yap starts the second half with Cliff Brown, James Yap, Rico Meyerhofer, and Rafa Rivas. And now let's go to Leah Cruz.
All right, thanks, Nico. For Rain or Shine, I spoke to their coaching staff, and they told me that the reason they're down is because they're missing their free throws. They missed 9 in the first half. Also, they're getting beat off the board, so they want to address those. They also want to adjust their spacing on offense, because even on transition, they're not spaced out properly. Now over to B-Meg Derby Ace. Basically, Assistant Coach Ronnie Magsanok just reiterated what Coach Ryan told me at the top of the game. They want to really get their scoring on. They want to make their free throws. They want to shoot higher percentage shots, and they want to finish strong. So far, so good for the first 3, but we'll see in the rest of the ball game if they do number 4. Back to you guys.
Yeah, normally the coaching rhetoric is that if we play tough defense, a coach might say that I don't care about our offense as long as we play tough defense. But in this case, mahirap din naman kung hindi ka rin pumupuntos.
Wala pa ako nakitang basketball game na pag hindi ka pumuntos, nanalo ka. Tama yung depensa, you lower down, no? Pero you have to score also. That means your percentage must be better. R.A. is hitting a shot from the outside. Earlier it was Jai Lewis on the inside. So a mixture of inside, outside. They're cutting the lead down to 5 right now. James Yap missing that 3-point attempt.
So 5-point game in favor of the Llamados, pero bola ng Elasto Painters in the early moments of the third quarter. Sol Mercado against James Yap. Good matchup at the 2-guard spot. Mercado gets the ball back. Mercado one-on-one. Sol Mercado on the move. Erased by Meyerhofer.
Nagkaroon pa ng turnover of that block shot on the drive by Sol Mercado. Really struggling here. 17 minutes, I'm sorry, not 21 minutes in the first half. 0 out of 2 from 3-point territory. 0 out of 2 from 2 points. 0 out of 2 from free throws. Infinity yun, puro 0 yun.
Not a very productive day.
Not yet.
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Brown, handoff. James Yap. James Yap double T. Sends the ball back to Cliff Brown. Outside Roger Yap. Shot clock down to 2. Roger Yap passing the ball, and this will leave the Llamados with 1 on the shot clock. Catch. That's supposed to be catch and shoot. But Cliff Brown catch, spin, shoot. Not enough time for that.
Pag i-dribble mo pa yan, huli ka na yan. You will be caught with the 24-second shot clock violation.
Of course, ang counter-argument ni Cliff Brown, nasa harap ko si Jai Lewis eh. What do you want me to do?
Throw it up? Or saksak ko yung katawan ko sa kanya.
41-36, labang pa rin ng B-Meg Derby Ace. Here's Lewis. Mercado trying to get in the groove in this game.
Sabi sa'yo, not yet. Kanina, not yet.
Patience. Patience.
Pero when that guy gets going, he's a very explosive type of scorer. The lead has been cut down to only 2 points right now from a high of 11 in this ballgame.
James Yap was clipped on the arm.
Jai Lewis picking up his second personal foul. James Yap going to the free throw line. He split his charities there earlier, I think. Coach Caloy Garcia listening to his assistant coach, si Richard Del Rosario. Alam mo, dapat yan talagang papel ng assistant coach. When you see some things, especially on breakdown on defense, James really struggling with his free throw shots. You're supposed to let your coach know, because he's watching the whole game. He cannot see